Good.
We are.
Yeah.
Yeah, we will be. Hi.
Ready, we're ready.
Great.
Good.
Well, I would like to call this evening's meeting to order. This evening. My friends, those of you, please come in. For those of you who are visiting us this evening, the Fishers Arts and Culture Commission has always had a tradition of doing a little icebreaker at the beginning of our meeting. So bear with us. That's something that we enjoy doing, but not only to get to know each other a little bit better. So first, what I'll do is we will stand and recite the Pledge of Allegiance together, and we'll do a roll call and then our icebreaker and get right to it. So let's rise for the Pledge of Allegiance, please. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Will you help us with roll call?
Yes, I will. Cecilia. Here. Mark.
Here.
Angie. Here. Drew.
Hello.
Marisol, are you there?
I am here.
Thank you very much. Jocelyn.
Here.
And Rosh is not with us. Ross is not with us tonight, but we also have Marissa and Laura. So we do have quorum.
Good, very good. Thank you. Sounds good. Okay, so this is what I was just talking about. Our icebreaker, we'll go through it real quick. This evening, I just have been thinking about like looking backwards and also looking forwards as we conclude the year. So my icebreaker question for everyone here around the table is either looking back at something that you experienced within arts and culture that moved you and you'd like to share that highlight, or something that you're looking forward to in the future before the end of the year. So either something you have experienced or you're looking forward to experience in arts and culture. Who wants to go first? Laura?
This is not giving me enough time to think, and I'll have a great answer by the time.
Bruce has to go. Okay.
I'm gonna take it because I'm sure somebody else would try to take it. So, the opening of the event center, excited for, and have purchased some tickets to a few things coming up come January for the Fishers Event Center.
Oh, great.
So mud sock basketball at the end of the year and a couple of shows and volleyball starting next year. So I would say that's kind of broadly, but yeah, the opening of that. It's
Excellent.
cool.
Oh, very good.
That was smart of you to start because that's exactly what I.
Yeah, thanks, Drew.
Marisol, are you seconding that, or would you like to add something different?
I second that motion, and also I'll probably add one thing that I've been most involved with more recently in high school has been show choir performances, and that has been really a really fun experience. I didn't think I was going to enjoy it so much, but yes, I don't enjoy dropping off at 5 o'clock in the morning or 4 o'clock in the morning, but everything else in between is fun.
That's great. Angie,
I will go ahead. Yeah, so I love the breakfast that we had here, that the mayor had here.
Yeah.
It was a couple weeks ago, I
Yeah.
think. It was nice to see the community show up and express an interest in that. And then back to when we had I think it was the ribbon cutting and going into the space on the other side, knowing the activities that are going on over there. That was really cool. Just the best way to say it. Really cool.
Yeah.
I love what they have going on up there. So it's exciting.
Cecilia?
Ditto, and ditto, I guess. Gosh, it's hard to classify one over the other, I think, but it's been just amazing. Well, from where we started and when we first became a city to what we have now. So just looking forward to more things in the new space, with the arts and with the community center or the civic center, I guess, and the event center and just everything that's lined up here especially for next year, 2025.
Good. Good. Well, since we're just going around, I'll just say, Mark and I shared an experience on Sunday. We attended an event, there at the, events area. And it was for, the Vonnegut Center, the Vonnegut Library and Museum. And it was an amazing fundraiser and a great event. It was the first time that I've seen this space set up that way with a fundraiser where you guys, there was champagne and balloons and it was amazing. And then 10, 12 hours later, that space was set up for the Veterans Day event. And I thought both events were amazing, but it really brought to life for me exactly the vision for that space, to be flexible, to accommodate. And I loved that an arts and culture related organization from downtown Indianapolis found a home in Fishers that night. I thought that was pretty cool. Did I steal your thunder?
Nope.
Not, okay, good.
But I think I'll echo everybody's comments about the joy of seeing this new facility activated and come alive, having watched it come out of the ground for so long, and the anticipation sort of culminating this past year was pretty special and unique. But I would also have to say, directly related to the arts, the sculpture exhibition that's down here now, Austin Brantley's work, he's from Detroit, Michigan, and he is going to be a very hot star. And that's related to the 91st annual awards exhibition of the National Sculpture Society that's down at Broderville right now. And that's the first time in 91 years that show's not on the East Coast of the United States. So it is worth everybody taking a trip before it comes down in December to see it, because it is definitely probably the best exhibition that this greater community has seen in at least a decade. It's spectacular work.
Awesome. Good. There's some. Oh, Marissa, I am so sorry.
It's totally fine.
It's
Usually Melissa, so.
So sorry.
I'll say the Car and Art Show. I have loved to see that grow over the last couple years. This is the first year that we activated behind City Hall and behind Municipal Complex and then in front. And then we had this breezeway. If anybody attended, it was just a really cool mixture of different music and cars out front, and then artists, and then a totally different vibe when you walked through the breezeway. And then we had a variety of different activities. There was a make and take. So it was just a cool way to see all of these families enjoying the new space and just see it grow. I also have loved to see the grants that have been awarded from this commission actually come to life. That's really fun and exciting. Lots of stuff to look forward to.
Yes. Love that. It's Marissa.
Well, and I'll build on what Mark said. Just being in this building is an experience in the arts, because we have the revolving exhibitions downstairs. Coming into work, you can see beautiful paintings. Leaving work, you can see beautiful paintings. We're getting ready for Christmas. They're hanging lights. And it's just been a wonderful experience.
Lovely. Kristen.
I'm looking forward to being on a team with some staff and maybe end up being some commissioners here to work on a team for cultural. Looking forward to that, and also getting together with some coworkers to do a make and take downstairs, hopefully by the end of the year. So that's what I'm looking forward to.
Sounds good. All right, Laura, this better be good.
I know. That's foolish is now that's what I've decided, because you've all really kind of owned the whole year. So I'm going to move a little forward then. I'm actually kind of looking forward to some of the sweet little events we do. We're doing the winter art sale at the Sun King Brewery and Gifted in Noblesville. And I look forward to having spaces where I can sell my stuff. So it's nice. It's nice.
I've seen Laura's book. It's amazing. Just throwing it out there.
Yes. Yes, I bought
Yeah.
Laura's book. It's amazing.
Second that.
So I made it all about me in the end. Good job.
And thank you. I always love how we participate in that and take a few moments. It's really fun to share.
Jocelyn, can I tag one more?
course.
Yours remind me of it, Marissa, is just the grants, the Dance Abilities
Oh.
program. I actually went to that show when it was 2 or 3 weeks and weekends ago. And I think I saw less there. We saw it, I think, from a distance, but that was kind of cool. I'd never been in the space, and they were very much talking about how a lot of what they had done there and how it's set up was all thanks to the grant. And, you know, that was kind of cool to see that, but, and just a really neat program. So.
Thank you for adding that.
Yeah.
Drew. That's great. Good, excellent. The next thing on our agenda is commission recognition.
Yes, so, my understanding, Jocelyn, is you're rolling off the Arts and Culture Commission, committee, and, you know, as we listen to what has been accomplished, you have to be really proud because you are part of what's been, you know, built here. And I remember when we became a city and you and I talked a lot about, Cecilia, we need to do more with the arts and the culture, and you're very passionate about everything. Well, the Fishers Arts and Culture Commission is proud to present you with a certificate of recognition.
Oh, thank you.
And we, I want to read it to you, but here is your certificate of recognition, but I'll read it to everybody here. It says, Jocelyn Bear, in recognition of her commitment to the Fishers art community as an inaugural board member and chairperson of the Fishers Arts and Culture Commission, whose vision to reflect both what the community is today and what it hopes to be in the future, and its core values of inclusion, authenticity, engagement, collaboration, innovation, and education, who guided the commission in funding over $500,000 in public art projects and grants, and helped guide the group to have an active hand in the continued development of Fishers' thriving arts community, signed November 12th, 2024. And so we want to thank for really, I mean, you've got to be really feeling really good about,
We've
you know,
come a
where we
long
are
way.
right now.
Come a long way.
Yes, and we want to thank you for your contribution and your hours of work towards getting us to where we are today. So thank you very
Well,
much.
thanks, everyone. I
Yeah.
appreciate it. And I'm so looking forward to the future. I think what we've discovered as we've grown in arts and culture is like, there's so much more we can do. And it's like a hunger that will never be satisfied. So thank you very much. This means a lot to me. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. I was wondering what that was on the agenda. Thank you. That's lovely. All right, we better get to business then. The consent agenda is two parts: the meeting minutes that everyone should have available to them, and the November financial report. We can, first of all, I'll open it up if there's any comments that we need to do. If there's someone that was not at the last meeting and can just abstain from approving the meeting minutes if they were not present, is that right, Kay?
That's correct.
Okay.
So that would be me, Cecilia Coble. So I'll abstain from the minutes since I wasn't there.
Yeah, I'll have to abstain as well.
Oh, that's right, yes. But, okay, we can still accept the consent agenda as presented.
Absolutely.
Great. So we just need, if there's no comment or questions, we just need a motion to approve the consent agenda as presented here.
So move.
Mark and
Second.
Drew, a second. Thank you. Thank you. All in favor, please say aye. Aye. And opposed, same sign. Okay, consent agenda has been approved. Thank you. So now, moving on into new business, back to Marissa, right?
Yeah.
For Parks update next.
Well,
Okay, sorry, we
Oh.
skipped,
no, we got to do the financial.
The
report,
financial
yeah, the
report.
November.
sorry.
Oh, I am so sorry. So, do we need a,
So, Christy was going to
oh,
present
We
the
approve the
financial.
minutes, I guess. but-
I don't know anything about the.
Okay. So, Ross prepared a financial report.
I have that here.
Is that consent?
It is
So-
consent.
Okay.
So do we do a new motion to,
We do.
oh, okay, got it. Oh, I see, because some people couldn't, had to abstain for the minutes. Got it. Okay, thank you. Thank you for keeping us on the right path here. The November 2024 financial report was also in your packet. And, if there's no questions or comments, I'll accept a motion to approve now the financial report. Cecilia and
I'll
Drew.
second. Oh, no,
I'm sorry.
That's okay.
You said it. I didn't
That's-
actually say anything.
Angie gets a second on that one.
All right.
All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye. And opposed, same sign. Okay, looks
Thank
like
you.
that approved you, so,
Money that was spent, I guess is worth pointing out was for the banners that are on the, I guess it's Indie Hoops Pro
Indie
Net
Hoops,
Sports.
which is what we discussed last time.
And those are in place now, I guess, if anybody hasn't been by.
Oh,
They
I
look,
haven't
they
seen
look,
them.
they turned out nice.
Good. Good, excellent, thank you. Okay, now Marissa, right? All right, new business, Fisher's Parks update.
Yes, so it's starting to get chilly, like all of a sudden today. We're really excited. We're preparing for, a kind of month-long winter celebration downtown here. So, we are in the process now, of getting probably the biggest tree that you've seen, artificial tree that you've seen here in Fishers at least. Out on the central green out here. So this will be a perfect view of that. We'll have a 30-foot tree out there and a tree lighting on November 30th. And it'll kick off, the mayor will be here for the tree lighting at 6 p.m. on the 30th. And then there will be from 5 to 9, we will have artisans and artists. We do have a call out now, and I would love to share that link with this group as well, to push it out to any artists that would be interested in participating. Laura, you as well. For that night, we'll have food and music, and then every Saturday following in December, so the 7th, 14th, and 21st, we will have the same activations without the lighting portion of the tree. But food, music, artisans, artists, so you can do shopping. We'll have a vague theme for each week and come participate with families. So really excited about that. We have some winter break camps that are coming up, some STEM-based robotics art camps over winter break. If you're interested in those, it's playfishers.com. And we are exploring, I think Christy mentioned kind of working with some of the city staff on a cultural event. It came from the mayor's breakfast. This idea of kind of an arts and culture event, whether it's one standalone or something that is a monthly, a little more regular throughout the year. We're talking about that and putting that into motion early next year. And then we are also discussing a maker and residence program at the Maker Playground beginning next year as well. Some big things. Excellent. Yeah. Any questions for Marissa? All good stuff. Fun time of year. Next up is community and PR public relations update.
Samantha, are you?
That's Samantha.
Yeah.
I think we
That was her.
Yeah.
Samantha, did we lose you?
That person went away, so.
Someone able to connect with her? We can move on and then come on back.
Mhm.
Christy, would you like to jump in with our planning and zoning update then?
This first planning and zoning update is actually an action item. Oh, Samantha is back.
There she is.
Hold on.
Oh, great. Let's go back to her. I hope she's connected.
Samantha, are you with us?
It doesn't look like she is, from what I could tell, but,
Can you guys hear me?
oh, now we can. Yeah.
Okay. I will keep this quick because clearly I'm having connection issues. So with the event center opening this month, with their first event on November 22nd, we'll continue to promote all of those great events that are going on. The community center is set to have the website and social media go live in December, with membership will opening early next year. We're looking at January. We have our Shop Fishers event coming up soon where we'll be promoting local shopping, Small Business Saturday. We have several media stories set up in December to highlight those local businesses and promoting just local businesses deals all throughout November and December. We're currently working on the Martin Luther King Day annual food drive that we do in partnership with Kroger, Good Samaritan, YAP. And we're just working on recruiting more volunteers this year and just being able to grow, continue to grow that food drive. And then with the art center, we're just continuing to promote their make and takes as part of our holiday series. You guys have any questions for me? I know that was brief.
Wonderful. All said and good. Thank you. Thanks,
Awesome.
Samantha.
Welcome.
This first item from the planning and zoning is the 2025 Arts and Culture Commission grant. In front of you, you have the flyer. There are not a whole lot of changes from the program from years past. This year we do have a $75,000 budget. So are there any questions regarding the grant other than the proposed changes? If it's voted on tonight, the grant will open on the 15th and close on January 5th. Applications will be run through open the program. Applications will be reviewed on January 5th. Commission would vote on it January 14th. And funds would be distributed hopefully as early as February 2025.
Just noticed something on here. Should the text say, the second line say for 2025, it's the 5th year.
For 2025, yes.
Oh,
Yes, we can get that updated. Thank you for pointing that out. See any other,
2025, and then just further in there, it says the 4th grant program, so it'd just be the 5th.
okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
wow, good here. That's good. Also, I just want to make a point, like our budget was increased. So it's 75,000 now. So that's great. That allows us to grant out to more organizations or artists.
Yeah, well, that's what I was gonna comment on. More than 20% increase is notable.
That's
It's great
huge.
to
Yeah,
Reinvest back in the community.
that's lovely. Well,
We had a lot of applicants last year that we have unfortunately turned down, so hopefully help a lot more people out.
I think we've proven that every dollar goes far when we're able to invest it in our arts and culture organizations and creatives. So
We have just one comment, based on what some of the feedback that we've received from some of the residents at the mayor's breakfast. We've been getting a lot of feedback that maybe there's not enough programming for seniors. And I'm wondering if we should add that as a group in this description here of what we're seeking under underserved population, maybe seniors. I'm not sure we've really in years past really given anything that I can recall. I don't know,
Specifically.
and so maybe that would help to
Some interest.
bring some applications in that have more. What do you think, Mark? I don't know. I'm just speaking out loud, but that was a comment that we got from the mayor.
I would agree that there's a need there, and we have a program called Senior Art Reach that we're starting to adapt to bring up here. And we've also begun reaching out to some of the 55+ communities that are up in Hamilton County, and we're actually setting up programs as we speak. Michelle's got 2 of them lined up, to bring folks in for programming at the Fishers Art Center.
oh, great.
So we're trying to address it from the programmatic side, but I think it's good to raise visibility to the need for that programming, because that's not nearly the entire audience. And it might not be on people's radar, as you're supporting some more of these emerging groups, that people may come forward serving that sector.
So I don't know. I was just wanting to see if we can maybe put in this sentence, with what we're looking for, from a diverse racial ethnic background, underserved populations, and or persons with disabilities. Seniors, I don't know.
I think it's supposed to be underserved, not undeserved too.
Unserved, yeah,
Right?
yeah, you're right. Underserved. We need to look at the like words. Good catch.
The Indiana Arts Commission recognizes seniors as an underserved population as well.
Yeah, that's what I think it would fall into that without explicitly saying it, but
Well, let's, Christy, you can add that in, and I think that's a nice touch, and that is definitely something that you've heard not only at the mayor's breakfast, but certainly our senior community has shared that there's learning and opportunities for them.
I feel like
So
there were
that makes sense.
maybe one or two applicants last year that had a focus on that.
Yes.
But I
I'm
don't,
starting to remember what they
I don't
were.
remember if it was trying to get them to parks or trying to get them into nature or something.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I don't recall if they were one of the awardees, but I think they were at least an applicant.
Yeah. So we're on our way. Any other comments or proofreading or?
I think the only other thing was this addresses it as far as when we're gonna vote on it, but I think, from the sake of determining what that process is to review, I know that was a lengthy couple of different calls over several weeks' time. And this
Yes.
looks like we have 9 days or less on this calendar as it exists. So I don't know if we're all comfortable with that or not. Because we had special meetings to review stuff as opposed
Yeah,
to
we have
reviewing
smaller
it in
groups
this
and
meeting.
separate Zooms and
So,
Drew's right. And that definitely was that investment in time to really pour through them because there were so many. So I think we can expect and we want to have even more. So I think that's an
I think
important
it's a good
note,
note.
like it's
Winter break is
It feels aggressive to me to say that we'll get through vetting 40, 50, whatever, 20, whatever it is in
So-
1 week to decide and make the decision. So I don't know if it's worth considering a special meeting in February
That's what I was just going to ask.
Yeah.
to give a little bit of flexibility
or
there.
at least the end of
Mhm.
January.
Yeah, and
Maybe,
even just pushing it back like a couple weeks.
I
yeah,
think that's what we did
Different,
last year. was
yeah.
we
Yeah.
Pushed it back and did it digital, virtual.
One other quick comment on the grant snapshot. Some of these bullet points have periods and some of them don't. Probably make sure we're we gotta be consistent either way, either
Right.
take them out or put them in.
looks like only one
But there
has a
was one
period,
has a
so
period and
everything else looks like it did. So
but,
that'd probably be okay without. And then the no match is required. The M could be lowercase if we're starting to. Point at things, so.
I'll mention too, I went back through my notes for last time, for the last round of the grants. And I'll defer to Kay. There was no notes that I had about anything that were substantial about the call out or the process that needed to be tweaked. Like, I think overall we've landed in a really good place. Does anyone who's like, there was nothing in my notes that said, hey, we need to adjust this for next time. I just feel like we kind of found a good solid process last time.
And if you like, I can check the minutes.
And
Going back.
see if there's anything there, but I kind of breezed through that too and nothing popped out. So I just wanted to say that out loud. I think we're in a good spot. Any other feedback? Hey, Marisol, do you have any comments or feedback?
No,
Okay. Well, if there's no further comment, what I would like to do is accept a motion to finalize the grant, what do we call this, application or call out, I guess. Finalize this according to the comments that we just made, the proofreading and content little tweaks that Christy it looks like you're capturing them on the fly. And finalize that document. And also be open to pushing back the next commission meeting in January to allow us a little bit more runway to finish the review and finalization of the grant award notice. So that was long, but that's okay.
So moved with revision.
Second,
And a second by Drew. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Okay, and that has passed and we are ready for
Thank you all.
our 5th grant cycle. Thank you.
To read through them all. They were very entertaining to, it's fun to see everybody's creative ideas last year.
I think we can say this is the component of the Fishers Arts and Culture Commission that we love the most, right? Giving away money and seeing the community's creativity. So that's very exciting. Awesome. Great. Okay, Christy, I think you had some other business.
The next item was just kind of a recap of the mayor's breakfast, which I know a lot of people here were at. I believe that's actually just last week. There are a few of the big things that we found as key takeaways were how people consume art in our community and how to help them. And wanting to create a multicultural, more multicultural programming, including the cultural event that we've talked about a couple times this evening. Artists wanting to find some studio space and leaning into the existing Second Friday monthly event and maybe trying to help promote them in different ways, adding that multicultural programming that we talked about, I just spoke of, maybe bringing that and looping that into the Second Friday. So those are the key takeaways that we came, the staff recognizes from the Arts and Cultural Committee or the mayor's breakfast. Does anybody want to chat about what they experienced at the breakfast or have any comments from?
It was well attended.
Very well.
I was gonna say the turnout
Very
was,
nice.
was great and just a good cross section.
A great cross section. So, I mean, I'm just really grateful for that opportunity. I think it brought a lot of people in the same room together that without that opportunity wouldn't have. So I thought it was a very rich experience.
I had an aha moment when someone talked about educating the community on this consumption of art, like, you know, understanding the value of art and why, you know, art is worthy of this, you know, prize, and kind of how to make a determination. Is this something that you would want, you know, to consume or purchase? Like, people have a fear of like, what do I buy? What do I don't buy? You know, I'm not an art collector, but understanding more of the ability to buy and purchase and collect art. Because that's something I'm kind of interested in, you know, like learning more. I learn every day just through being a part of this committee and meeting people. But I thought that's something I came away with, like, wow, you know, it's a good idea.
It looks great. I think it's, if someone who's not well diverse in art, they just think, oh, it's paintings, right? It's just, it's art paintings, it's a gallery. So I think it was good, and to have the mayor there and actually speak to everything and not just having a presence there. I think that went a long way. And it teaches people to get out and understand there is more to art than just paintings. Not that they aren't great, of course, but there's more to it. There's culture involved, and it's just getting out and enjoying space with people. I think there shouldn't be a positive to COVID, but I think that helps people to get out and enjoy more things that they never paid attention to before. So I thought it was great. You're right. A lot of people attended. It was nice. So,
Session was great. All right, that is all I have for our planning update.
Excellent.
Really quick, I'm sorry, another comment. Is this something that we want to continue to do every year? Is this something like maybe
so.
we need to be more involved in somehow or something? I don't know. I'm just throwing it out there. I know this was like a one time, I think, that we had done something like this, but I didn't know if this is something like, are we looking to do this every year to get feedback from?
The mayor's breakfast, you mean?
I think it's
It is.
critical to do that.
Yeah, it is a
Avoid-
monthly thing. It's just a different topic each month.
Okay.
So
So maybe seeing that it gets included as
That's one of the topics.
something to talk about every year, what
yeah,
what we're doing in the arts and culture arena.
Yeah,
I
talk
don't
about
know.
where the grant money goes.
Right,
that
right.
Highlights the organizations we're helping.
And maybe we want to do it right before we go to launch this and publicize this to the groups that are there, you know, I don't, a good opportunity too, but
Made the note. I'll talk to Ross about it.
And Samantha's actually the one that organizes the mayor's breakfast, so if she can hear us.
Put in a plug for
Yes.
Art and Culture Day at the Mayor's Breakfast, Samantha, if you would. It was a hit.
and I saw, I don't think you weren't there, but in October, there was a breakfast for Hispanic Heritage Month. And that's where we heard a lot about, culture as it relates to like the Hispanic culture and also seniors, like people said, I have family that comes to visit for an extensive amount of time from out of the country or whatever, and they're looking for things to do during the day. And so they're not quite sure where they can get their parents to get more involved in culture and arts or things to do during the day for them that would be for seniors or something.
Hey, awesome. Thank you very much. Thank you, Christy. And next is Creative Council update. Laura.
Okay, Creative Council update, met online October 24th, and it was very well attended. And among the members, they really discussed a lot of potential collaborations, which is really fun. And that's the whole point. And again, kind of melding back to the mayor's breakfast where we were trying to scoop in more organizations and really be able to have a stronger voice and have everybody's voices heard. And that's why I think they're so critical to have, because we learned so much. And, 10 points for that. The other fun thing is we're actively doing promotions for everybody in the creative councils. It's getting kind of a turn with Indie Now on Fox 59. We have a couple of those spots coming up featuring the Winter Market in one and Eric Salazar in another. And so that's amazing, all the things. So it's the amount of things that are going on, and when your package, it mentions, and I won't go into the weeds with this, but there's Music Works and Ignite Studio, Indie and the Fishers Arts Center, Fishers Arts Council, Bach to Rock, Janus, are just some of the organizations that have some really terrific programming coming up between now and the end of the year that everyone has the opportunity to take advantage of. I will say one of the most complicated things to do is to figure out better streamlined messaging. And how can people find out about these things? Because we have all these fun things to do. And do you guys know where they are? No, I don't even know where some things are. I'm like in the middle of it all. So I think one of the challenges for the upcoming year is to just hone in and better figure out communications and getting our message out to people so they know what they can enjoy and where to find it. And wouldn't it be nice if you just pushed one button? That's never the case. But it would be a lovely thought. So that in a nutshell is it. I really could get into the weeds and give you all the details of all of these. You know how much you're going to retain? Several. So I am going to just let you know that there's a lot going on in Fishers. And if you would like to know more, please come to me and I will tell you anything in detail you want to know.
Thank you, Laura. And thank you for the handout too, because this is very helpful to have this literally at our fingertips, because there's a lot, especially this time of year, and we don't want to miss a thing. So thank you for that.
You're welcome. And it's really Les and Ross who do that. I just got the glory of presenting it.
Well, good job. Thank you. Thank you. We're really grateful for the Creative Council as usual, and the leadership that keeps that group not only cohesive, but just very open and productive.
Yeah, I'm really excited about how it's playing out. So.
Lovely. Okay, any other questions for Laura? All right, if not, we'll move on to community comment. This is the part of the meeting where we turn it over to you and offer for you to share with us any news, updates, questions that you might have as a community member or a representative of an organization. So Brian, usually you like to jump right in.
I say, we have Jared Manel's work is at 4-Day Race. So if you think a cross between, Southwest art and abstract, for lack of a better word. So it's really unusual, but it's fun. And then Michael Jackson, a well-known local photographer, grand scale photography that just is at Meyer Agent. So check those two out. Registration for Comic Book of the Day is open. Your son signed up yet?
Not yet.
Okay. And so it'll be January 18th at Ignite Studio. And so we're also gonna have an international online competition on the 17th. It's really cool. Super D they all know who these people are, but they're very excited. The comic book, one of the comic artists besides Stuart is coming is very exciting. So it'll be really cool. And then another hat that I wear, the Indiana Arts Commission grants will open at the beginning of January. And just as a reminder, Mark knows all this, but it's open to parks and city events and Chamber of Commerce this year as well. So if you ever have any questions on that, I'm the person that can help. So those are all more project-based. People that know about Arts Operating Sport already know about those. So yeah.
Great, thank you. Thank you, Noblesville Creates. Any other comments or thoughts this evening? Yes.
Hi, I would say my name's Kia, and all three of us actually are here from the Fisher County Government Academy.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Welcome.
Which is a
Welcome.
great program, and we're learning so much. I just moved back home to Indiana last year. And when you all were mentioning with the icebreaker, like the arts and cars show, I'm like, oh, yes, I went to that yesterday's veterans program with the feature author, the feature sculpture. So it's like, there's a lot of good things going on, and I'm just grateful to be here and be on this side learning about the city and the various departments and everything. So thank you for your work. And I would like to learn more about the Creative Council.
Let me talk.
Okay.
I'm gonna put in a plug real quick that the Fishers Arts Council is currently looking for board members to come on to add your creative wisdom to what we do here in Fishers. And we would love, I got one or two people, one person last year from you guys. So you guys are great and it's really fun. And okay, just afterwards. We'll have
Okay.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for participating in the Fishers Government Academy. That is indeed a tremendous program, and it
Samantha
is.
does a great job keeping us on track and organized and everything. So it's been very insightful.
It is a very inside look. It's very cool. Good, thank you, thank you. And you'd probably agree that this is probably one of the most interesting city commission or committee meetings. Will you say? Yeah.
So we have to go to that.
Yes.
meeting.
Yeah. Thank you. Okay, any other comments or, yeah, please.
My name is Twinkle and background is 15 years with healthcare. I currently work with Optum Life Healthcare and manage orthopedics and pain management. I wanted to put a plug in for the Fishers Cabanas Club. And that where we try to, working with the city and just serve. And we're also working with the Key Club and in the HSC schools at Fishers. So if we could do anything to promote kids and art, that would be wonderful. And thank you for all that you guys do. It's just a pleasure and honor to work with every one of you guys, and especially Amy and Samantha. I know her for a very long time and volunteer. My daughter does as well, so we enjoy each other.
Yes. Great volunteer.
Excellent, excellent. Thank you. Thank you very much. Wonderful. Any other announcements this evening?
I did want to share that we're just about ready to send out all the Outlook invitations for meetings for 2025. And we'll see what we end up doing about January. So we hadn't quite crossed that bridge yet. So but that'll get wrapped up very soon.
Excellent. Any other announcements or anything for the good of the order? No? All right, with that, I'll take a motion to adjourn.
Okay.
Andrew says yes. Yeah. We are adjourned. Everyone, thank you. Thank you. Yay. Thank you very much.